All right. So here we go.
Damn it.
Damn.
You guys woke up. You woke up that morning, all crammed in that tent, except for maybe Bardag, who slept over by your original campfire. Uh, for the most part, you guys woke up refreshed. Everyone got the long rest that they needed if they needed it. During the night, your party, some of the party members had to go take care of some other stuff. Like you never really travel by yourselves, so usually people leave together, at least in pairs, if not like with more people. But for the most part, some people came back. Vekin, uh,
Yo.
Yo.
you're Mike, bud.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, I'd try. It's just going slow.
That's fine.
Hold on, I'll pause myself.
Hold on, I'll pause myself.
That's all right. I just muted you in the roll 20. I can hear you in Discord. So for the
Okay.
most part, you guys woke up, waking up to some of the party members being gone. Let me actually text uh, Jake.
There we
We going on. We going on.
Yeah, I sent Jake a message, but I don't think he got it.
That's fine. He's playing like
Overwatch.
Overwatch or something. Yeah. So some of the party members have peaced out. I don't know if Nessa's there. I think she might be taking a break or something right now, or eating, which is okay.
Oh shit. Anyway.
Either way, the little dino. So she's her and her brother have disappeared to take care of some other issue that they had going on. But Vekin has joined you guys early that morning, and
It's needed.
I believe that's it. So that being said, you guys wake up, you pack all your gear. Does anyone want to do last minute preparations before you leave the campgrounds? Do you guys want to? Is there anything else that you guys can remember from that campgrounds that you can imagine that you would want to take or do before you set out
The
on your?
tent.
I'm
Or
just,
tent.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Okay.
guys can take the tent if you want. It's
Yeah.
gonna have to be like folded up pretty well, and like you might have to find sticks at your next campground to use for the insides because
Okay.
you really can't take those. I mean, you could, but they would just
I'm
really.
gonna prestidigitate the fires and put them out.
Okay. You go up to each fire and cast prestidigitation on each fire to put them out. The fire, one of them was already out. The fire that you were cooking the meat on, and the one that was still burning a little bit, still hot, doesn't seem to have any effect. The fire still just kind of the embers just still kind of burn a little bit. I mean, some of the ashes swirl around, but it doesn't put the fire out.
I want to pee on it.
Yeah, that does the trick. That fire
Yeah.
goes out immediately, and it
Fantastic, alright.
smells terrible.
Well, pee smells bad when you cook it.
Cook it. I
Tastes
like.
great though.
But yeah, who's packing up the tent? Just make sure to put that in your inventory because if somebody doesn't have it, if you guys,
I ain't carrying that.
yeah, so you guys have to decide that shit too. But I'll let you guys do that. Be the ones that decide that. Does anybody else want to do anything else before you hit the road?
The guy that kept getting shot by mysterious arrows as he ran away.
Yes.
I want to take his sweet ass hat because was like green and had a feather in it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you do. He was kind of just like laying in it all night. You take the hat off. Uh, it's just a normal green like little cowboy hat or whatever. He has a friar monk underneath. He's bald. He's not bald in the picture that you found in his chest in the tent, but he is bald underneath this hat.
All right,
Are you wearing it or
Yeah.
are you just putting it in your inventory?
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. You put it on. It doesn't seem to fit your head as well as it did his. It's a bit big, I guess you could say.
I'll have to have it hemmed up or something then.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna deter me from wearing it.
Absolutely. All right. Off you guys go on the road. You only have a little ways to go. You guys can probably make it by nightfall, if not sooner. With the remaining 30 miles you guys got, maybe a little bit less, probably less than that, probably about 20.
That's where we're going. Okay.
So you guys are staying on the same road that you've been on. You've just crossed a small creek or an estuary that came off of a bigger river that you guys, some of you might be aware of it as being the Sixot River, but it's not really marked on the map. The estuary that you guys just crossed the bridge at. You know Ailedale that you're coming up to. You will have to travel through a thick forest area to get
If
to
it was
Ailedale.
if it was a creek, technically wouldn't it be flowing into the Six
Yes,
Talk River?
it is. Yes, absolutely it is.
Okay.
Yeah. But this, since this is fantasy,
Yeah.
it can do whatever I want, but it is floating in the river. It's floating. You're right. Fucking.
I'm a
No.
smarty pants. I know
Yeah.
that water does things.
Other than that, you guys head off down the how. What kind of pace do you guys want to set? If you guys do really fast, you can probably get to Ailedale by midday around 4 or 5. If you guys go slow, probably not until later that night around 7 or 8. And if you
Let's
go
do medium.
medium,
Yeah,
sound
medium.
all right about 6 o'clock.
Probably the best.
I'd just like to say
Standard speed.
What kind of terrain are we traveling through?
You actually have a rock road, like you guys saw it in the previous map. That you guys were where the bridge was and stuff like that. You actually saw it. It's pretty well taken care of. Like it's got grass growing up through it. It's only about 8 to 10 feet wide. It's tore up in some parts, and the fact that
Are
you're
we still in
traveling,
the forest?
yeah, you're traveling into it now. You're actually starting to.
Okay, that,
You were right on the edge of it when you got in that last engagement. That being said,
Do this.
traveling into the forest, it is going to get darker and thicker as you travel into the forest. So.
okay. Because forest is my favorite terrain, our party doesn't. As long as we're traveling for longer than an hour, we do not get disadvantage on difficult terrain. And if I'm moving by myself, I get I can move along stealthily at a normal pace. So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to move back to the back of the party and keep an eye on everybody, but far enough away that I'm getting that self advantage, and then our whole group can't get lost, and we ignore difficult terrain as long as we are traveling for longer than an hour.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, hey, we're just about to head out. Is there anything you want to do real quick before we leave the camp? Because we're about to head.
Oh, what was going on?
We're about to. Everybody's packing it up. I think somebody packed the tent away. Hopefully they did. Someone wanted the tent, so hopefully they put that down in their inventory.
Will someone carry me?
But yeah, you guys are
No.
about to head out on your road to Ailedale. You have a couple rangers with you. One of them being his favorite terrain is the forest, so you guys aren't going to take any disadvantage. Even though there is a road, so it's pretty easy sailing. But you guys don't know what condition the road is in up ahead. Is that Draenor?
Yep, Draenor.
All right.
No, brother.
You guys are worried. You guys thought Vecin came back in the night, but actually it was Nessus and Draenor went off to find Vecin, who was behind the party a little bit, and they've all
Slowpoke.
met back up. You guys are together again.
Bang as brothers.
But yes, you guys are going at a medium pace. You have your rangers keeping you guys set on a direction, and you are you are in the home stretch of your trip to Ailedale. So let's go ahead and get the show on the road.
Do we have 3 fingers? Jeez.
Do you have what?
Yeah, so.
As you guys walk along the road, you enter the forest. You were right on the edge of the forest when you encountered those bandits. Right as you crossed the river, the forest started to get thicker, darker. The trees are still really dead here, but they're actually a little bit more lush, I guess you would say, for what that is. For as much as you could take that for as much as it is, like the trees are still pretty terrible, but there's a little bit more greenery and tree canopy. So it's pretty dark in here, but for the most part, it's easy traveling on the road. You guys are at a quick pace. Does anyone want to do anything as you're traveling, or you guys just want to stay at this pace and keep going?
I'm gonna ask each group of the party if they want to carry me. I lost a
My
pinky
strength
yesterday.
got
guys.
garbage, so I couldn't even carry if I wanted to.
No.
No.
Any
I'm allergic
takers?
to cats.
I lost a pinky.
Good for you.
It's
Lost a
back, but it's
pinky?
shitty.
It would have been better if you lost your virginity, but I highly doubt that's ever going to happen.
Zing.
Zing.
Well, I mean, if you look around for like a deer or something, he might be able to get that done.
Hey, if he sticks around me long enough, maybe he will.
That's true.
Oh,
But don't.
As you guys are walking
takers?
along, your ranger Rivdal, which is the only one that seems to be really like, because I don't know what Jericho's doing. Are you doing anything, Jericho?
I am just walking brush because this is not my favorite terrain. Mine is mountains.
Okay, fair enough. Rivdal being the only one really aware of her surroundings right now, as you guys are all kind of just chit-chatting like the normal Dawnclaw banter. Rivdal notices that, like, we'll go ahead and roll a perception, Rivdal, since you're falling back a little bit and kind of keeping scout for the party as the ranger in the forest.
Go ahead and roll for me.
All right, I will do that. I forgot. Yeah, I got you. All right, perception, or well, your passive perception is pretty good. Okay. Uh, yeah. You don't really notice anything. You thought you did. You thought you smelled something that was off. In the forest.
Okay.
Do you get advantage on rolls in your favorite terrain?
Let me check my book real
Yeah.
quick, cause that. And actually, I am just about to come back online as well on my computer.
No worries.
Good timing here. 1 second, let me log
Yeah.
back in.
But as you guys keep going, you guys can keep up the banner and stuff like that. If anybody else wants to do anything, you can.
Okay, let me check. Favorite terrain.
Intelligence or wisdom check related to favorite terrain. Your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using a skill.
Okay, so that would include perception check.
Oh no.
Plus 4
okay.
instead of plus 2.
I think it added the +4. It did.
Shit.
Did it?
Yes. So you got a 6. Yeah, you didn't notice anything. You actually got distracted by the banter of the group as they were walking down the road. You kind of got lured into what they were talking about, and then it just diffused into like, "Fight me, then!" And everyone
Right,
just started
and I
yelling,
am
"Fight
still
me!"
moving- I am still moving stealthily,
Fight me.
correct?
Yes, everyone is still moving, and you guys keep on down the path. Time passes by. The road gets a little bit more rocky. You guys don't really take any disadvantage to that due to the fact that you have your ranger with you. But it does start to, the bricks start to become a little bit more harder to tell, like what's road and what's just like rocks now. Like you wouldn't be able to take a wagon across this easily. You can see where people have gone around the side of the road because it was easier to travel on the through the mud than it was actually on the road. And you're starting to notice that it's starting to look a little bit more chaotic in the woods. Like maybe there's been like a forest fire here recently. You're all aware of this pretty much across the board. Let's do a. Let's have everyone roll perception.
Okay.
Let's just do a group perception.
Fuck. I have to find my. There it is.
I'll roll for you again.
Come on, character sheet. Jesus.
I'm logging back on right now.
Okay, I'll just wait for you.
It's gone.
Okay.
Perception?
Also, like, I was navigating us, correct?
Yeah, I mean you were scouting for the most part. Yeah.
Okay, like, so I'll always remain alert to danger, even
Yeah.
while traveling, doing that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I don't think we can be caught off guard.
All right. With those perception rolls, once you get in here, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll for you real quick so I can get that, Rivdale.
Because I got a 5. I can see everything.
I got a 22. I see nothing.
All right. It looks like Draenor, who's bullshitting with his sister Nessus, they're kind of brother. I'm sorry. Rivdale is early, and Jericho. Jericho spots it first, and he tells you, he's like, "Look out!" And then that's right about when Nessus and Draenor both kind of stumble up across like what they think is a rock in the road. They both kind of trip at the same time simultaneously because they're bantering with each other back and forth, and they're kind of shoving each other, and they both kind of stumble and trip. You don't fall down, but when you guys both look back at what you tripped over, you realized it was
Oh my giant
part of a
toe.
skeleton. Like you see like ribs. You don't see the skull, but you see some of the arms and stuff like that, and it looks like where the head was has been smashed with a rock. One of the rocks
That wasn't me.
from the road, actually. And then Bardag, I believe, yes, Bardag also notices like looks like possibly more bones scattered throughout this area, and that there seems to be like there was like a fight here. There's still fresh, what looks like fresh blood. Maybe, or not fresh blood, but like where there's blood. And it doesn't make any sense because these skeletons have been dead for a while. So
There's a necromancer, I swear.
someone's came through here and has
Probably.
been cut in the past possible week or so. That being said, Jericho, you notice what looks to be possible animal tracks leading off in different directions in the woods. But you guys also knowing where you're at, Rivdal, you know that you guys are only probably a good 10 miles out of Ailedale.
Okay.
Could I would it be nature or
You can roll a
Would it be-
nature.
or survival to see what see if I can find out what the tracks
Uh,
That would be a nature.
Well, hold on a
Yeah,
second, hold on a
I'm
second.
just gonna say nature as a DM. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, let's just. I'm just gonna.
Before you do that,
Yeah, go ahead.
because of this natural explorer as a ranger, while tracking other creatures, I also learned the exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Okay.
So I will also.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
take a
You both roll like a nature check, and you roll with advantage as well, Ribdale, because this is your area of expertise.
1 second.
I have an 18.
Yeah, you good. You immediately notice that these are not all consistently animal tracks. There's some deer tracks and what looks like to be like wild boar tracks, but there also seems to be some bipedal tracks of like humans or of what of something. Do you want me to? Do you want me to roll for you, or do you just want to? Do you just examine the tracks and know?
I'm sorry.
You just examine the tracks and kind of know. Is that how?
Hold on a second. It says wow. Yeah. So
Okay.
as soon as I start tracking, I learned the exact number, size, and how long ago they were in the area.
Upon further examination, helping Jericho look at the tracks, he tells you what he thinks, and you're like, yeah, there actually is. Those aren't deer tracks. Those are all just pig tracks. Those are. It looks like a massive group of like wild boar have came through here. Probably about 20 of them, all traveling together. And then you also say, and then there are human tracks, but the fire in the forest is throwing you off a little bit. Like this is your natural terrain, but the forest has been burnt down, so it's throwing you off. But you're estimating probably a group of maybe like 4 or 5, and they look small, like small footprints, so you can't really tell. And they're headed to the south. So I guess if you're looking at the map right now, they would be headed, this direction. So they're heading away from Ailedale for the most part, or even this direction, I guess you could say.
Back in the map, but my computer's Discord is still malfunctioning for some reason.
It's fine.
I don't understand why.
We can hear you in Discord, so.
Well, that's because I'm still on my phone. Like when I bring up my Discord on my computer, it's just a gray screen. Has anyone? Oh wait, hey!
Zing!
Hold on, let me get off my phone. See if this works. Give me 2 seconds.
You recognize what possibly could be, being as you can recognize and estimate, you see about 3 or 4 small footprints.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome, perfect.
Ribdale, you're guessing that these might be halflings footprints because of the size and shape of them, but with the forest being burnt down, you really can't tell. But they're almost leading in an opposite direction of where you came, through the burnt forest.
Right, and I think there's about 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, three or four of them.
Okay, then I'm gonna relay that information to the group. Like, hey, I think there's 3 or 4 halflings.
Does anybody else want to do anything with any of these
Are there any
What's
birds or
the-
anything in the area?
birds? You can make a
Yeah.
check. I would say make a
Perception?
perception. Yeah.
All right.
I am interested in these boar tracks that you said might be around.
Okay, they're headed to the north.
Okay.
The pack of boar are headed to the north, the opposite direction of the other side of the road from where the smaller footprints are.
Okay.
What do halflings taste like?
You just hear Bardag from the back as the barber. He's like, "What do halflings taste like?"
No.
Oh my God! Come on,
It
Lord.
tastes like halfling.
Jesus.
All right, and
There we go.
Vekin, you want to know more about the boar?
Well, I was looking to see if there are any birds around.
Oh, birds. That's right. Looking around, most of the trees are void. It's a lot brighter in here because they're the fire, which look like it happened a while ago. So most of the trees have some new growth, but it's very minor new growth, and there doesn't seem to be a single bird. Now that you guys think about it, you guys can't hear any animals at all in this area, or anything, any type
Something
of.
bad happened here.
Yeah, fire.
Maybe that roar I did earlier.
But what
Alright.
caused it?
Anybody else want to do anything, or you guys want to? You guys
Do
can
the
decide.
skeletons look like they've been burnt by the fire?
No, they do not. I mean, some of them do
Do-
look charred, like the fire came through and burnt the skeletons, but upon closer examination, you do not think that's what caused their death, if that makes sense.
Do some of the skeletons look like they're wielding any weapons or armor?
It does not. they look completely like
What's-
armor and weaponless. All of the skeletons. There's only about one full skeleton, and then there's just a scatterbrain of bones.
What race does it look like the skeletons came from? Like, do they look like they might be halfling skeletons?
Do an investigation on the half of full skeleton that you can see, the one that had its head smashed in. All you got is like a rib cage and a couple arms, so you can try to identify it.
There's investigation.
You don't. It's really hard to tell without having a skull and the full skeleton. You guys can't really tell.
I'm pretty sure this is a dead horse.
Yeah, you think it's a dead horse? Absolutely.
How long ago did the halflings pass through the area?
You would say you estimate probably a day or two ago.
Oh my god.
Maybe even last night.
Okay.
So
I look around this burnt area. Does it look like there's any foliage or any green that is starting to grow?
There are some fresh sprigs starting to grow up from the undergrowth because obviously the sunlight's made it to the ground. So there's some fresh sprigs starting to come up, but they're very new. And the trees themselves are very charred. But you know how with fire comes life. So like
That's the thing, but it takes a while for life to come back.
Absolutely.
I just will have to say these skeletons evolved to have been picked, burnt, but it's not the cause of death. But I'm assuming these skeletons are kind of fresh skeletons, if you know what I mean. Freshly rotted corpses. They've been here for a while. I don't think a necromancer will come by here and resurrect weaponless, armorless skeletons.
I'm gonna do what I always do.
Yep.
And roar into the wilderness.
Right around this time, you guys hear your posthumous one of your dragonborns that's been known for his roars. He lets loose into the wilderness.
Intimidation. Can I roll for intimidation?
All right, I'm gonna go back and hide in the forest.
And then I smack the back of my brother's head. Shut up.
As you roar, you can roll for intimidation, but I don't know what it would be against. So,
fuck out of those dead trees.
Anything out there?
Fair enough. You can roll for it, but as far as if it's successful, I won't be able to tell you that.
I really hope he scares like a dragon away.
It just flies off. Oh,
Oh,
there's the
shit, what was
cause.
that?
Ancient Shadow Dragon.
Nice roll. Yeah, if there was anything within 60 feet of you, you feel like you thoroughly intimidated it. For sure.
And then it's cut short by
Yeah, and then it's cut short. The second roar you go to let out, and it's just like smack, and you're just oh, ow. Yeah.
So guys,
Go ahead.
I have a theory of what happened here.
Go ahead.
I think a herd of hyper-intelligent boars burnt the forest down, trapped these people on the road where the forest won't catch fire because it's not on the road, and then killed and ate the people, and then took the other halflings away as food later.
But the halflings went south and the boars went north.
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention.
Let's say southwest for the halflings. Southwest for halflings.
I'm not a
They've
ranger.
been picked on, like they've been any chewed on.
Yes,
or
the one that's in most of the bones, they do look like they have a lot of gnaw marks. What you would best guess if your rangers want to roll for it, but I wouldn't even say they don't have to roll for it. Just upon the examination and knowing that the boars were here, you can tell that this has probably been onced over by the boars, the skeletons and stuff. That's probably why the bones are scattered as much as they are.
What would I roll for that?
You don't have to roll for it. Yeah, you just based upon your approximation of like Rivdale being this is favored terrain, you guys kind of get the idea that this was probably the boars chewing on the bones.
Anyone up for some boar hunting?
Well, do we want to?
We just
Those would
scared
give
them
us
all
good
away in a
feed.
60-foot radius.
Food. Yeah.
So,
Well, you mean you did because you jumped to
I want to pick up a
gave
bone
away our
and
stealth
start
too.
chewing on it.
well, I'll fight anything that fucking comes for us.
Who picked up the bone and chewed on it?
Eric or Veckin.
Veckin? Okay.
I'm just gonna start chewing on it. Just watching everybody do what they do.
You pick up the bone to go to chew on it. It's very brittle. You actually bite into it, and all the bone marrow seems to be missing from it. But there doesn't seem to be. It wasn't initially like open. Like it was a solid bone, like a femur or something. But then you bit into it pretty much easily. It just kind of was like chalk in your hands.
Oh,
Very
that's
brittle.
weird. That's not how bones work.
Oh no. We
Doesn't
should just keep
hurt.
going.
Thick thighs save lives.
But from this point on, guys, I don't want you to feel like I'm forcing you in any direction. You guys can go wherever you want. You're on the map right now, and you guys are in the.
So should we?
I'm letting you guys. I'm not gonna sit in here. If you want to ask me something, ask me something. But for here, I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys as a group decide what to do. So.
I don't know, but I'm pretty full from that from that dog and that bird last night. I don't think we need any food for just a little while.
Well, then,
So,
how
guys,
about
we
we go see the halflings? Maybe they know more about what happened in this area.
Dead.
If somebody can fucking catch up to them, sure.
The
But you
boys
ain't
got
seeing
them.
my big fucking scaly ass catch up to them.
Shouldn't we just do what we were contracted to do and get
Yes.
place
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
if we
just
go
say
to
let's move
Ailedale,
on.
we
This
get
is-
paid.
This doesn't concern us.
Wait, you guys get
Guys, we-
paid for something?
I
No.
think so. We could
Aw,
we could kill these boys and take their meat back to Ailedale and
You-
sell some of their meat, and also get
That's
a
very
contract
true.
from Ailedale.
You can go into
Yeah.
journal, by the way, Vekin, and read the handouts at this. If you scroll all the way down below the characters, you can see the handouts that I passed out for some of the information.
it takes sorry, it takes a while for this thing to load.
Nah, it's fine.
My computer is the worst computer.
But yeah, I'm not going to let you guys do whatever you want.
So guys,
I just want
round
to
of
keep picking up
votes.
do what we were contracted to do. That's what I'm saying.
All right, I'm up for doing contract
And,
stuff.
then after the contract is done, we can go wherever.
Okay, I agree with that.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll have money to buy better stuff.
Okay.
Wait, should
I
we
can see
leave
the
the
logic
sign
in
for
that.
the halflings if they come back?
Very true.
All right, I'll make a sign for them.
Okay.
All right, so I make a sign. It just says "eat shit" on it.
All right, Tack makes a sign. I want you to roll.
Can I,
If
can I
anyone-
put some parentheses under that and say sorry for my
No.
my asshole friend.
Yeah, absolutely. The sign. What do you guys make the sign out of?
Just
Shit.
wood.
Bones.
It's not
Uh,
gonna last long if it's made out of these horse bones.
You and
bones from my cold dead hand.
Draenor and Tack, go ahead and roll 2d20s, straight d20s, both of you.
All right.
Can I do sleight of hand? I've got amazing sleight of hand.
No.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry, not 2d20s back to back. I mean one per player.
Oh,
sorry, my
sorry.
bad. Actually, I'm just gonna take the 12, so don't even worry about re-rolling. That was
I
your.
got a 3.
Yeah, the sign looks like shit. You can't read it. It's just a piece of
It looks-
wood. It looks like you guys. I don't know what the fuck you guys did.
It
It
looks
looks
like
like
a 3-year-old
Draenor,
wrote
you
"eat
know you
shit" on
can't
it.
read.
it doesn't say anything. To be honest with you, it's just
Guys,
a
I think
piece
we
of
fucked up.
wood and it's
Who
cracked.
wants to help me write? Who wants to help me write "eat shit" on a sign?
I don't. Let's continue on to the mission.
I'm gonna assist him in writing
Yeah.
eat shit on a sign.
He's my friend.
Is there any skulls on the ground?
The one skull that you would have been able to find would have been the one that was smashed with a rock.
Dang.
I got.
Yeah,
I want to eat people.
Yeah.
yeah. The sign, making a sign out of a piece of wood and bone doesn't seem to be very effective at this point.
I'm just gonna scratch it into the
Well, this
dirt
person-
and spell eat shit.
Okay, that's
this was-
you take a stick and you kind of write in the dirt, eat shit, and that's
I'm gonna circle it with the bones so people can see the circle of bones.
that is completely successful.
Okay.
Put sticks in the thing where you dug it out, where it says stuff, so it doesn't.
Ah,
Like,
you can do that, Tack. I'm gonna continue walking now. I'm gonna start walking away.
Yeah, I'm gonna resume my position at the back of the party.
with them.
Absolutely. All right, so you guys continue on walking. You guys, as you continue walking, you kind of see the same shit. No more bones seem to be, but the forest continues on being burnt for another about I don't know, quarter of a mile, and then you guys come out into a clearing. A big rocky rocks everywhere, big rocks, little rocks. The looks like a lot of the rocks around this field or this clearing that they're in, or is what the road is made from. It looks
Can
like
I roll a perception?
Absolutely, yes. And tell me what you're trying to perceive, by the way, too. It's a good
I'm
roll.
just looking out to see what I can see out
All right.
yonder.
Being as you're looking around, you do see a lot around. You're not. This is not necessarily mountainous terrain, but it feels a little bit like that. It's starting to come into that area. It's not your natural terrain, but for the most part, you see a lot. You can see pretty far. You just seem to see rocks off in the distance. Every now and then there'll be a sporadic mound that looks like maybe there's a rock covered by dirt. And then to the north, probably about a half a mile away with that roll, you're actually able to see what looks like an edge of another forest off in the distance. And you can't tell if it's your eyes playing tricks on you or if you can see movement. And I'll show you. It's about a half a mile away. It's probably right about where the tree line starts. So maybe a little bit farther than that, even like almost a mile. But you can see pretty far across this vast terrain, and it slopes downward to the north. It goes up to the south and goes downward to the north, and you can see what it looks like to be movement amongst the trees. But you can't tell if it's your eyes playing tricks on you or not.
Okay.
You can't make out what it is at all.
Huh.
Or if it's just the trees swaying in the wind.
Jericho, what do you see?
It's just nothing but mounds and rocks and stuff, and out in the north, it looks like something might be out there. Not sure. It could be trees. Don't quote me. Might
Trees
be
or
something-
rocks? Trees. In the forest. I definitely won't quote you.
I will.
I mean, you
Trees
could
are in
go-
forests.
if we go a little bit farther, I can actually finally be in my land.
Our land.
My
Our land.
All right.
This land is my land. This land is
Okay, boy. I was thinking the same thing.
What's everyone? You guys, what are you guys all doing? Still heading
I'm
through?
gonna climb up on
I'm
these big
walking.
ass rocks.
Daydreaming about some thick, scaly ladies.
All right. Vekin climbs up on one of the
You're
rocks.
saying you're lawful good, right?
Go
I
ahead.
am.
Go ahead and roll me
Doesn't mean I can't get tempted by the flesh.
athletics or acrobatics. You can choose. There's a couple rocks close to you. One's the biggest of them all. Is about 12 feet tall, and it's going to take some scaling.
12. I'll do a 12-foot one. So whatever.
For
I do.
everyone?
No. This Vekin said he wanted to climb one of the rocks.
I'm gonna
As-
help him up.
Okay, fair enough. You start to slide, you start to climb it, and you're pretty dexterous, and you kind of like jump around, but you get to a point where you can't really get any higher, and then you feel this like hands push your butt, and
Aw.
go ahead,
Attack with a ladder.
and it pushes you up the rest of the way, and you get to the top of the rock.
Cool. I was gonna look down at everybody like, hey guys, I'm on a rock.
Cool.
And then,
You see anything up there?
if I can roll perception, I might.
Go ahead.
Probably not with that.
You looking around. I'll let you have the extra. I'll let you have the advantage roll based on your being on a rock. You're a little higher up.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna need to peace out. I'm on my way to Airedale. Are you getting off, John? Is that what you're saying? For the night, or you're just heading? Okay, or you're just heading down the road. Okay, that's fine. You see Bardag just kind of
I
not
think
paying
I'm
attention.
getting off.
Okay.
He's sleepwalking.
Looking around on the rock, Vekin, you see your Bardag the Barbarian headed straight up the road, leading the way to Airedale.
Cool.
Followed by whoever else is still heading towards Airedale. But as you look around up there, Vekin, you can see more to the south. You can see what looks to be like a cliffside. Far to the south, you can actually even see what appears to be like possibly ocean or water. But it's pretty far away. You can't really make out, but you can definitely make out that like if you head even like a little bit farther south, that there's definitely a drop off.
Okay.
Alright, John might come back.
Sounds good, John, bud. You'll be in Airedale for the most part.
Most of you be there. Your head don't be there, but I mean,
Yeah.
body might.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vekin, are you gonna climb down now, or?
I want to just jump from rock to rock.
There are no rocks near this one. This one is pretty far from any of the other smaller rocks.
All right. Well, then I'll just cool guy slide my way down.
All right, roll that acrobatics
Cool
check,
guy.
or just roll a straight dex check. A dex check.
Dex check. Oh no. Just go. Dexterity. There we go. Don't give me a net one.
You slide down. The edge of where you slide off is a little higher than you thought. It's about like 6 feet. So when you land, you kind of land hard and you have to roll out of it. But
Cool.
it hurts a little bit. You don't take any damage, but you play it off well. You roll out of it and kind of catch back up with the group, kind of with a little limp to your leg.
Is somebody echoing?
I might be coming through someone else's mic.
It's Ryan.
Oh.
That's fine.
Whoa, I would
Feedback loop or something.
maybe. Hold on.
Yeah,
man.
Joe, you were too. I echoed myself too. That's weird.
Is everyone following the party or Bardag, or is anyone else doing anything else from here?
I'm just following
I'm
the party,
following
going down
party.
the road.
All right.
Yeah.
For the most part, you guys finish your journey. You come up, you cross through this massive field full of rocks. The rocks seem to pick up. The closer you get to Ailedale, the more rocks you find, the better shape the roads in. And you actually see a sign about half a mile out from Ailedale, and it just says Ailedale this way. It's a way better sign than you guys were able to make. That's for sure.
Who wants to fuck with the signs? It's so nice.
But you guys can see the city by now. You guys can see the walls. But it is kind of sitting in the forest. So
I'll pull up my axe, one of my axes, and just chop the sign in half.
all right, roll
sure.
roll to hit the sign.
Don't do that.
Wait, can
Why? Well, you can see the sign is. You don't really need a sign.
Because this is inherently bad.
We need the
That
sign
guy's
for
evil,
later.
but he's lawful, and this is breaking the law. Vandalism is against the law.
I'll go down.
I want to inspect the sign so I know in future how to properly build a sign.
Okay. If you remember, in the future, you can have a +1 modifier to sign building
Fuck yeah.
from
I'm
examining
gonna pick up the
this.
sign. We'll cut it down and we'll take it with me.
All right,
Stealing
Beckon.
is against the
idea.
law.
Go ahead and what are you using to cut it down? Your daggers or
With my hand axes.
hand axes? All right, go. You can try to go ahead and roll for an attack with your hand axe.
Just D20.
Yeah, just go and roll a d20 for this one.
Come on, give me something good. That's not good.
It's really firm in the ground. It's a pretty well constructed sign.
Oh well.
It's been here a long time.
Oh wait,
I
it's
want to
just laying
examine it
around?
more.
Can I just pick it up then?
No, it's in the ground. It's like, no, I wouldn't say cemented, but they have rocks around the base of it, and it's pretty thick. It's probably about 6 inches thick at the bottom.
Can I roll
So I'm just
strength
gonna sit
to
there and
try
start
and
chopping.
lift it out?
I think Ryan wants us to get on with it. I don't know how to tell him.
Stop.
I mean, you guys can head to the town. Whoever's heading towards the town.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, he
heading
fucks.
to
Yeah,
town.
absolutely. You guys are
Yeah,
within
indeed.
range.
I'm leaving him in a
You
on this side.
I'm going town as well to get the.
absolutely. As you guys make your way into town, Ailedale, you come around a corner in a bend in the forest, and you can see what looks to be wooden walls of the town itself, and that's where I'll take you guys to now.
God, we could make so many signs with all this wood.
Vekin, after about 30 minutes goes by of you chopping, you find the sign finally comes down. As it hits the ground, the sign part actually shatters, so you just have a piece of wood now, like a log, that it was like.
I'm writing it in my inventory.
You're gonna put the log in your inventory.
Piece of wood. Yep.
It's heavy. It's big.
The log.
It's
I
like
don't
a
have anything
log.
else in my inventory. So.
You're gonna have to drag it.
Cool.
It's not gonna fit in your bag.
All right, we're dragging it. Log.
Perfect.
You want help
Like
with that? I can
everybody's
help.
trying to get distancing.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Do you want me to help you carry the log?
You guys are like half an hour away.
Yeah, I'm putting you back up the road a little ways, Beckon.
That's fine.
Are you helping him tack?
Yeah, I'll help him carry that log.
All right, you guys have your little log thing going on.
Where,
That's
where
nice.
am I?
I'm bidding everybody on right now. Bardeg's gone. He'll be in town. There's Draenor. There's Nats. Yeah, everyone's there, it looks like. If your character's not there, just let me know. All right, for the most part, you guys are kind of wandering in town. That's the order you guys showed up at the town. As you get to the town gates, they're actually closed, and there's a couple guards posted at the towers. I'll go ahead and mark
Good
it.
thing we brought a log as a battering ram. If
Good thing we
need
have
it.
coconuts for horses.
Right.
Somebody.
Yeah.
There's guards posted up here
caught on.
and up here. As you approach the gate, Duncan, Idaho, they look down at you, Duncan and Nessus, and they say, "Who goes there?" Oi, oi, man! Look at them. I think they're with those bandits. Shall we shoot?
No, we're here to provide assistance. We are from the town of.
Assistance? Assistance? What the hell do you mean assistance?
Help.
We're here on a job
Oh,
from Ickle City.
give us a second, all right? Yeah, we're gonna have to ask We're gonna have to ask the boss man about this, or we're not
I
really.
silly put away my coconuts. Oh, I can't do.
Yeah, so you hear them like you can hear climbing down a ladder on the other side. You hear click, click, click as they're climbing
Please
down the
be
ladder.
2 gnomes. Yeah, he says, please be 2 gnomes. Please be 2 gnomes. Please be 2 gnomes.
And you don't really hear anything for a while. You guys are standing there for about 5 minutes. 10 minutes goes by. You guys have been waiting a while, and then all of a sudden you hear as a slat opens up in the door, and you see this burly-looking face. These black eyes look through the door, and you see this just the upper part of his face from his nose up, and the black eyes.
I swear I'm wearing the red ruby slippers.
Says,
Trust me.
Who goes there?
I have no idea. So whoever has the mission.
Mission. Where do you guys hail from? Where do you hail from?
Echo City.
Echo. Did you get the message about help, assistance?
Yes. Yes.
There's only about 5 of you. Is that all you brought?
It would appear so.
I have 2 more.
2 more. Well, do you know
They're on
anything?
their way.
Who's the guy carrying the log with me? Is it Veckin?
Yeah, Tack and Beck, you guys are together. You
That's
guys,
all the stuff
you guys
we
can
do
carry
with
it
log
together.
Veckin.
You guys can
Yeah,
catch
we
up by
are.
this time. By the 10 minutes goes by, you guys have moved up some with the log, but you're not all the way there. He's like, all
What am I
right,
gonna do with this log, Veckin?
but I just want you to know. I just want you to know, don't try anything funny. If you're with the bandits, or even worse with those demon worshippers, then we're gonna put some arrows through your skull.
Trust me, I'm a paladin. Would I look like the type of guy like that?
Yes.
You look like that kind of guy to me.
Yeah, he looks you guys up and down and sees the 2 dragonborns. He's like, I don't like the way you look, to be honest with you, dragonborn. And you hear him spit on the other side of the gate. As you
Look
hear,
who's
You want to do intimidation or
Door.
persuasion?
as the door starts to slowly unlock, you hear it unlatching from the other side, and it
Please be a
slowly.
gnome. Please be a gnome on a ladder.
slowly
Please be a gnome
opens.
on a ladder. Please be a gnome on a ladder.
You just see the one guy standing there.
It's a
He's
gnome on stilts.
he is not a gnome. He is an average sized human with short cropped black hair, black eyes, and like scars all over his face. He's in armor, full plate armor. He's a sword drawn. He's like, you must proceed through. I have guards posted though.
Sounds good.
Naturally.
So you guys can control your own characters at this point if you like. You guys can walk where you want. As you walk into
Kind
the
of size myself up on this guy. You know, I'm like 6'7". I'm like, I don't like the way you.
yeah,
look.
you're taller than him. You're absolutely. He's only probably about maybe 6'1" at most,
Is
but
there a
he's looks
story-
pretty burly.
I'm 7
Oh,
feet.
dude, fucking well. I'm getting myself something to drink.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Actually,
I'm with you on that.
it's pretty far out there, so you probably wouldn't be running around the town like
There's a well
crazy.
right here.
We eventually make it to the well.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit farther. You're probably about, I'd say probably about, for every square, there's probably about, I don't know, 15 feet. It's a little different than the 5-foot
It
one.
says 20 in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I know. I haven't adjusted this one.
Guys, hold the door. We're coming with the log.
Probably about 10 foot per square. So if it says,
Oh, take a-
just double whatever you guys see it as. So that's
Okay,
whoever's
so this is 200 feet.
exactly. There we go.
Is there a store anywhere, like a market?
As you guys walk through the
You gotta
gate,
sell this log.
you immediately see directly straight in front of you this building here. This building here is labeled as, you see a sign with gold letters on it, and it says the Lost Key Tavern. Directly to your right, you see what looks to be like a rundown, I guess what you could say, stables, but there's no horses, there's no hay. It looks like it's just a place where you could tie up animals if there was any.
All the horses died on the road out there.
You see a few more guards. You're a little underwhelmed by what you thought he might have had more guards than what he said, but you see a couple more over here. One of them on this left side is a short, stout gnome. Not a gnome, but a dwarf. Dwarf. I'm sorry. Sorry, not a gnome, a
Which
dwarf.
one?
Is he
Which
on
one's the dwarf?
stilts?
The one to the farthest north.
Is there a brothel?
Not from what you can see. You guys haven't really explored into the town, but if you guys want to keep walking through the town, you can. He's walking with you. He's like, so, who's the leader of your party? Before I let you go running, before you guys go running through.
No, we don't have a leader.
The cat's our leader.
No
The
leader.
Don't listen to the cat.
The cat.
What are you bringing that?
We,
What are you bringing that
we're a
log in here
unit. We
for?
work together.
We're
What
here.
are you bringing that log
We
in
found
here?
it.
What's with the goddamn log?
It's our leader's will.
He gives you guys a look up and down, the ones that just brought the log in. He looks at you guys. He's like, "Where'd you find that?" And you can tell he's starting to catch on to where the log came from.
In the woods.
Yeah.
Uh,
Where all
Who's
the
out
other
there?
logs
I
are.
want some bones, guys. I don't fucking know.
he kind of shrugs and shakes his head and spits again. He's like, I don't understand. Looks like our
Do you have
town
a
sign.
longer we could sell this to?
Sign.
Get rid of the fucking log.
No, it's all
Either
log.
way,
I'm about
Can
to
I
shove it
roll?
up your
Can I
ass.
roll to
We
throw
found
the
it fair
log
and
outside
square.
of the fence?
No, guys, this is our log.
Can I roll to throw log outside of fence?
I'm not letting go of the log.
yeah,
I'll throw
Is
you
that
and
goes
the
with
log.
it?
Then you have to
I'll
throw
throw
me
you
log.
and
Yeah,
the log. I'll
you
fucking
can't-
do it.
you can't do that. He has a hold of the log at this point. The guy seems to forget about the log. He sees all you arguing. He's like, I can't believe this is who came to help from Eckel. He's like, is this all of you finally though? Is there any more?
You're the one who asked who was in charge.
Whoever said the cat was in charge, but
I'm gonna go start talking to the dwarf and dwarvern.
That wasn't a dwarf. He's a human.
I'm going to look for a market.
I am gonna go into the inn and see if there is a.
The burly guy says, hold up there. I asked for your leader. No one's going through my town rambunctiously, tearing
Fine.
through if you don't
Hi, I'm
answer
not
some
the
questions.
I'm the leader.
It's me, log cat.
And log
Log
cat is
cat.
leader.
Log cat is leader.
No, don't listen to
Backward
log
cat
cat.
is our leader.
He's like,
Log cat leads all.
he says, you, Dragonborn. And he points to Nessus and he says, and Catman, get over here.
Yes. Log cat. Okay.
I'm
Don't
going to,
listen to the cat.
I'll
Listen
give,
to the cat.
Listen to
That's
the
a bit
dragon.
racist to just call me a cat, but
To the
okay.
half elf.
Don't listen to the snake.
uh,
I'll fight
he asks you two to get over here. He comes close. He says, get over here. I need to talk to one of you.
God damn it.
Someone. I need to get answers from someone. Um,
I go to him.
yeah.
We, as a group, are leader.
Thank you.
Shut up, log cat.
Hey,
Log cat.
got the name right.
All right, I'm gonna put this guy in there as the guy you guys are dealing with right now. He's standing right there. You guys can stand wherever you want around him. Maybe not right on him, Tack. There you go. He says, "Listen, if you're here about the mission or the message that we sent to Eckel, if you're serious about that, then we're serious about payment. We need all the help we can get.
All right, yeah.
Alright,
It's-
what's the problem?
If you know what the
Okay, that better
do
be
you
like
know what
this.
the reward is?
Oh,
Fame and glory.
750 gold pieces.
A bunch of money that the whatever we got it from
750
said.
gold pieces impossible.
Milk?
He points
Resident within
at
the
at
town.
Jericho and he points over at
All
Duncan
the logs we could carry.
and he says, "You got that right. 750 gold pieces and
Yeah, what
possibly
he said.
Residents in your town.
a residence in one of our houses if you're interested." Oi,
Definitely interested.
do we have a deal?
Yeah, we have a deal. I spit in
Sounds
my
good to me.
hand. I said, I'll shake on it.
Now it's just
he-
we can't figure out what the thing was.
He kind of looks
Doesn't
down
know
at the
what we're
dragon
doing.
spit
His hand.
in your
Your
hand and
spit will burn his hand.
he doesn't initially reach out. He's like, I don't know how you dragonborn do it, but he's like, I'm gonna need your mark on my paper.
Scared?
And he pulls out this rolled up paper out of the side of his armor. He pulls it out and it says 750 gold on it. If you want to go through the contract, you can. Everything, as far as you can tell, it doesn't seem like a very inundated. There's no small print or anything, and it just has like X's at the bottom, one X and one line. He's like, if I could just get everyone's mark here.
I'm gonna put a smiley face.
I'm gonna bite my finger and touch it.
Oh, that'll work.
This is-
Blood.
this- See,
Blood
what's this guy's
pact.
name?
I sign it.
I'd like to read the whole thing.
Yeah, let's read the whole
Same.
thing.
Can I investigate it?
Yes. Who's investigating it? Rivdale?
Yeah.
All right. Roll for investigation.
See how we do. Hey, look at that.
You notice that there is some binding. What you could, I guess, what you might sense is like a. This is very contractually binding, and it seems that this is comforting him. Like you doing this, this is making him way more comforted that you guys are putting your mark on here. It doesn't matter even if you sign your name. He seems
And
like
there's nothing that like screws us or anything. Like that's
No. As far as it's literally just the contract says you help them with a basically hired hands to help fight off like this incursion of like bandits. Is all it says on the paper.
all right.
Ready.
Absolutely, I'll sign.
Yeah, I'll sign too.
I'll sign.
Sign.
Let me check on it.
All right. Is everyone signing, or is there someone else wants to check it?
Or Arcana check it.
Do you want me to
All right.
roll to see how shitty my
Roll
writing is?
roll Vecin. No, not at all. We know it's shitty.
Yeah.
Arcana check. You can tell that the comfort that he feels from this contractual binding of this contract has some magical binding properties.
You sign this, we're like selling our souls or some shit. I guarantee it.
Selling
gonna
our
say it out loud.
souls.
He looks over.
Saying it out
He
loud.
looks over at you. He's like, "That's pretty
magic.
observant of you, elf. Are you an elf?
Half
Vecin?
elf.
Half elf. That's pretty observant of you, but it's nothing you should be worried about. It's just make sure that you follow through your obligation.
Well, I'm worried about anything you didn't tell me, so
It's just
Come
a
on.
it's just a binding spell. That way you are contractually obligated, and that I don't pay you for something that you haven't completed. When the objective is completed, you'll be paid in full.
Okay,
it's not yet.
let's get to it.
All right. Has everyone signed it? Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Oh wait, someone didn't.
Vecin didn't, I believe. That's fine.
Nope.
Sign that bitch.
He's like, if Vecin, he's like, he looks at the half elf. He's like, listen, half elf, I don't have time for this. If you don't want to sign the contract, you can fuck off my town right now. There's a door. Don't let it hit you on the way out.
Look,
Well,
Vecin,
How do you hit it? You.
That's a pretty big door.
It is a pretty big door that we care to log through.
Yeah.
But
What did I miss?
Vecin, look. Think of
Yeah,
all the cots we could buy and how many logs we could carry if we got this money.
Okay,
The
can
log
you
is the
stop
problem.
it with the fucking logs?
the log's over. Log's done.
Still around.
I fell asleep.
He taps his hand on the contract one last time. He's like, is there anyone that hasn't signed the contract other than Vecin?
What contract?
To 750 gold and residents in the town if you help them remove the bandit problem that they're having.
I fell asleep.
But there's some enchantment stuff going on this thing, so that's why I'm not signing it.
I'm gonna ask him, like, what do you mean by bandits exactly?
They've been attacking town. They've been robbing people along the road.
What are they?
Bandits. What do you mean? What are they?
Crazy.
What are you?
How do we know you just need to piss these people off and
When
you
you
want them
said
dead?
that, I'm gonna pull up my hair off my ear and say, "What the hell do you think I am?"
He kind of
A
like
dumbass?
scoffs a little bit. He's like, listen,
I
either
said
sign the
that
contract
last
or,
word.
like I said, this is the last time you can leave out that door to you.
Look,
Behind
you
you.
either sign the contract and get what you want from this or not.
You
Okay,
won't
I'm gonna ask you.
you won't be
Is there-
harmed, but you can't stay at the town.
is
I
there
need
a
people I can
marketplace?
trust. Yeah, there he says, yes, we have some shops, but they've been pretty much raided by the bandits at night.
All right, I'm good.
Just sign the contract, everyone, so
You
you
mean
can
the
get your
bandits?
money and get your homes.
I'm,
Sign
go-
the
I'm going
contract or get
to
the fuck out.
put on my symbol on the thing.
Fair enough. He accepts it. Fagin,
I don't know. I don't have a great feeling about this guy. This whole situation to me seems.
I mean, worst case scenario, we all get killed.
Vecin, what's
Yeah,
the worst
exactly.
that could happen?
Well, that we all get killed.
he approaches you closer.
Give you a little smooch.
He pretty much I guess what you consider towers over you, Vecin, for the most part. I don't know how tall you are.
6'1".
I'm
Oh, you're
impressed,
you're
I'm
6'1".
impressed.
I think so.
Okay, that's tall for a half elf, but fair enough.
That's pretty tall.
It was within the thing.
Fair enough.
know
So
what
you're
I'm
exactly the same height as him, but he almost tries to like seem like to try to look down on you. He's like, listen, I give you my word. There's nothing in this that is going to harm you. I just want my people safe. And he looks at you and he's like, the name is Gustav. Gustav Kane.
I like that.
Make a note.
And he puts out his hand, he spits in it, and he reaches out his hand. He's like, I believe this is your party's custom. And he reaches out his hand to you, Vecin.
You didn't
Like,
shake on mine.
That's how you get germs.
But then he holds up the
That's right.
and then he holds up the contract. but I have to insist. Your name?
I found it a little.
If you take off the enchantment.
He starts to walk away. He's like, guards, let these other ones search or use the town for what they need and put them up in the residence. He's like, but please remove that half elf.
I was gonna turn the guards away, like, nah, I know where the door is.
All right.
Dude.
I'm gonna put you outside the gate for now.
Why you gotta be a butthole?
I got it.
Cool.
I'm not being a butthole. I'm just saying. I'm just not trusting what this guy's saying.
He walks back in. He takes the contract. He stuffs it back down in his armor. He's like, I'll be down at my office. He's like, if you guys need me. He's like, there's an apothecary in town, but most of the shops are pretty much raided by the bandits.
What's apothecary?
Herbs.
Oh.
He has all the famous herbs and spices of KFC.
Yeah, I'll go to the apothecary.
God, is she on her period or something? Jesus.
Just
Is
be
there
warned.
The dank?
Just be
Is
warned.
the dank at the apothecary?
Yeah, it is. My guards are set on the walls. They may not be many, but they are strong and fierce, so don't try anything funny.
I'm gonna go to the market, wherever that is.
I forgot how much starting do we have?
5d4 times 10 for a ranger.
You only have starting gold if you didn't start with gear, though.
Huh?
You get starting gold if you didn't start with gear. It's like a replacement.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have starting gear?
You do.
Well, you get shoes normally. You get a little bit of extra gold if you choose the gear, though. But like, you only get the d4 times 10 if you
do your
if you didn't
basic
choose
gear.
I did do basic gear.
Yeah.
You're good.
All right, he
I'm
heads
gonna
down.
talk to the guards on the walls.
I'm just gonna put him in his office area, I guess you consider it.
So I guess my question is, how much gold do I have?
I don't know.
Because I only created this earlier, and I forgot to ask.
Just roll 4d4 and times 10, and we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
5 for a ranger.
We'll just do it 4, since
It's 4 for, or no, it's 5 for a ranger. Yeah, but yeah.
it's
4.
it's DM4 at this point.
I'll just do 4. All right, so I got 160.
Sounds good.
Wow.
What about me?
Just do the same. If no one's rolled for their gold up to this point, you're just gonna take the 4d4 times
D20s.
4 10 gold.
60.
Oh shit! I have shit gold.
I put him in his office, which is A9, that little round building down there. It looks like he took over like an old grain silo or whatever. For the most part, if you guys want to know what a building is, the A3 is the big tavern, the Lost Key Tavern. A6, A7, and A8 are the shops, I guess what you consider the market. A6 is going to be your blacksmith. A7 is your blacksmith. A6 is going to be your general store, and then A8 is your apothecary.
What A4?
A4 is that stables, that rundown stables that I was talking about, where you can tie
I'm
up.
just gonna investigate the stables while
Absolutely.
everyone's running around.
For sure.
I'm
It's the
looking for my
closest.
lusty
It's the closest, so
Argonian
you can go first, Nessus, since you went to the closest building. A6.
Got busted and see what's going on.
A6 looks like another little shop, by the way. Like it's like a smaller, maybe a kiosk kind of style of shop where it sells different odds and ends and food, a lot of food. It looks like, but there isn't a lot there right now. But I'm just if it would necessarily, maybe a market, a smaller one. But Nessus, as you approach the stables, go ahead and roll for investigation if you want on that.
Okay.
I'll do you next, Duncan, with the dwarf.
Okay.
As you approach the stables, it seems a pretty basic stables, other than the fact that it's not in use, and it doesn't look like it's been in use for probably maybe close to 4 months, 5 months, or something like that. There's some remnants of hay that was on the floor, but not much, and it looks like the floor itself is just dried, caked mud, and it's hollow. You could there's no doors. It's not a solid building. You can see through it. There's just a roof with poles.
Okay.
Duncan, you wanted to talk to the dwarf?
Yeah. I'm saying this side Dwarven. I'm gonna ask him, do you prefer to speak Dwarven or do you speak Common more fluently?
All right, who's put me in the loser house?
He says, "Oh, Oh, speak whatever you like in Dwarven.
Oh, baby.
Okay. I was wondering if you can give some information about these bandits. How many of them are around here on the wall? You probably see them more often.
He's like, oh, to be honest, I don't really see them that often. Like they come at night most of the time. Actually, I haven't even been on post since if they've came during the day. They're quite sneaky and they're utterly terrifying. They wear these robes that are completely black, and I can't see their faces. And then if you do catch a glimpse of them, it seems like anyone that doesn't come back alive. We've lost 11 guards, I think.
Which direction do they normally attack from?
They usually get in our walls somehow. The walls are about 12 feet tall, maybe a little bit high, maybe about 15 feet actually. He's like, I don't know how they're getting in. He's like, usually they come in, maybe kill a few of us while we're sleeping, or while our backs are turned, and then steal all our stuff. We have nothing left to steal at this point. The lost key is the last remnant of shelter.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, no problem. He's like, what do you go by?
I go by Duncan.
Nice to meet you, Duncan. I'm Argus Stonehammer.
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Yeah.
Stonehammer. That sounds familiar.
Draenor, I guess you'd be the next closest. What do you want to do?
I'm looking for my lusty Argonian maid.
I have no. I don't know what that means necessarily.
He's looking for prostitutes.
Oh, well, you're more than welcome to check
Are
the
you
inn.
sure you're lawful good?
I'm lawful good,
Hey.
tempted by flesh.
I love the
Hey.
One of my weaknesses, flesh.
Lawful good can still
Your
get their dick
character
wet.
flaw.
Yeah, it's not a lawful.
love it. Lusty
everybody's-
Argonian maid.
Lusty Argonian maid.
best
All right,
Pokemon.
let's check the
Hello.
inn.
God damn it.
Any prostitutes in the inn?
There we go. Jesus.
Got all the stickers off the side of my computer case while I waited for turns to go by. Why is it silent?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Brass flask implemented in the door as door handles. It's quite nice. The tavern. It's definitely the last refuge. As you open the doors, you're immediately hit with the blast of warm air and the sound of people, like jolliness and what you'd normally hear in a tavern. So it's actually quite comforting. Opening the door, you hear this and it seems like your normal average tavern. It doesn't seem very busy right now, but even for as little as people is in there right now, it's still quite bustling for the most part. You look around. I'll show you the.
Okay.
Oh, sorry guys. Jeez, Jesus Christ.
What happened?
I just that was too loud. They always start too loud. There we go.
There.
You can hear the people bustling around in the tavern and stuff for the most part when you walk in. I'll show you it here in a little bit. But if looking around, there's multiple round tables and stuff with candles on them. Some nice ambient lighting. There's a nice long bar. And there's a few back rooms, which you would assume to be the kitchen, possibly maybe. You're not really sure what the other room is, but you can see that you can smell almost with your being a dragonborn. You can smell the food coming from the kitchen. It smells pretty good for them not having many ingredients. You get a waft of something good coming from the kitchen. Tack, what do you want to do?
Me, I want to.
Didn't tell me whether or not that there were any.
There are winches, if that qualifies as what you're looking for.
Argonian
Yes,
wenches.
perfect.
Dragonborn wenches.
Negative.
Damn it.
Buddy, we're super rare.
Just find something with a hole
really
and
are.
stick it in.
The lusty Argonian maid.
Yeah, you don't see any of them. You see two winches in the bar as far as you can see, and they're both in, like, I guess what you consider like maid outfits. kind of skimpy, kind of nice maid outfits.
What are the races?
One of them is what looks to be like a half elf, and the other one is a. But she's not a very. She looks like a old half elf for the most part, and then the other one is a human, kind of a plump, very voluptuous human.
We talking thick, or we talking BBW?
BDW, I think.
BBW. Or
BBW.
Okay.
All right, Tack.
I'm gonna do that later.
Me?
Yep, you're next closest.
All right. I'm looking for somewhere to sell my rapier, the silver rings and silver teeth or whatever they're made of, and the log.
I mean, you can choose.
Sell all that.
A6 is the general store. A6 and both A6 are general stores, but A6 is more for food. The smaller one out in the middle, and then the bigger building is actually like a goods and items.
All right, I'll go to basically either to each individual one if I have to, or just whichever one looks like it would be willing to take all my stuff.
There'd be this one. It'd be more so the one that would be willing to trade with you. As you walk in the room, as normal, par our campaigns, a little bell here, bling bling bling, as you walk in. Hello? Someone there?
Hey, it's me,
Please don't
Tack.
kill me.
I would never kill anyone.
Can I help you? You strange looking fella. You new around here?
Yeah, pretty much. I've got some things I want to sell. I wanted to know if you could tell me what you'd buy them for.
Well, they don't really have a lot, as you can see. If I'm more of a, I could do more of a trade if that'd be more your speed. I don't have a lot of finances right now. We've been getting hit hard by the bandits. If you haven't heard.
When did he turn Canadian?
Oh, you noticed, did ya? Eh?
No. He's from the north.
Refresh.
You don't have any money at all? I kind of wanted to sell this shit.
Well, show me what you got.
All right, I show him the teeth, the ring, my rapier that I want to sell in the log.
He's like, well, I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna take anything for that log. You can pretty much just lay that out front. That's not gonna get you anything around here.
We
got plenty of wood.
The log is worth everything.
But I like the jewelry I got here, and you really want to part with that rapier, huh?
I'll use it.
I'll give you. I can probably squeeze about 35 gold for the whole lot.
Score, I'll take it.
Oh, all right then. He kind of looks at you excitedly and reaches out for the stuff. Kind of pulls it in, and he pulls out a little sack from under the thing. You can hear him counting out coins underneath the little desk. He's like, 1 second, let me just see here. Round the 2 and carry the 1 and subtract the 17, and there you go.
Oh God.
There's a bag of 35 gold pieces.
I'm gonna count it to be sure.
He's like, why are these all covered in blood? Where'd you get these at?
I nicked myself.
Well, look at my pinky. I got it cut, and I was holding them, and it got blood all over them.
And he looks at you really suspiciously, and he goes, oh, okay, oh well, I'll take it. Deal.
Yeah.
He's like, nice doing business with you. Come back, tell everyone out there, my name's Vladler.
Vladler?
Vladler's goods, yeah. I don't got a sign yet, but the fucking bandits tore that down. And apparently someone tore down our town sign up the road. Can you believe that?
Wow, news travels fast.
He slowly itches his head with the log.
Yeah, I seen it on the way. I seen it on the way in. It looked like the wind got it.
Oh, that's strange. It's been there for 100 years.
Yeah, well, that's why the wind got it. It's rotted over the years.
All right, well, thanks for trading, thanks for doing business with me. Come back to Vladler's anytime.
If you want, you could pay me a little bit extra, or just take this log off my hands and I'll make you a sign.
I think I'm good. I think I could probably handle that myself, though. But I appreciate the offer. What do I call you? Catman?
Tack.
Tack. All right.
Tack of the Washbearer clan.
And what are you, if I don't mind me asking? You're a bit furry.
Tabaxi.
He's a furry.
No.
Oh, wait, All right then, Tack Baxi, whatever your name is. Good doing business with you.
That's close enough. All right.
All right, Jericho, I believe next.
Yeah. I'm looking into the blacksmith to see what they got.
As you walk into the blacksmith, you notice immediately as you walk in, it's different than any other blacksmith you've been in, just due to the fact that the it's not lit. And if you know anything about blacksmithing, like they never turn off their forge, or they pretty much go out of business. As you walk in, though, you just see like this little stout fella sitting in the corner, and you kind of wonder what he's doing because his back's turned towards you, and it's questionable at best. His hands like kind of moving quite a quick. Yeah, it's what it looks like.
Oh God.
But it doesn't sound like that though. You can hear like metal clinking together. So if he is, that's
Metal
very
dick.
strange.
Metal
Hey,
dick.
guys, I might not be on the
Iron
phone.
Man.
I just got a power surge.
It's fine. Well, go ahead and I'll help you do this in the blacksmith as long as we can, real quick.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if I go out.
It was open. There was no door, so he didn't hear you walk in. So.
He's gonna say, hello there.
Kill him.
He's huh? Who's there? And he turns around and you can see he has a couple metal rings in his hand, and he was kind of like trying to pull them apart, and he can't seem to get them apart. He's like, "Damn these kids! I don't know what this trick. I don't know how they do that trick." And then he kind of, I just kind of killing time, wait until someone takes care of these bandits before I can start the forge back up. You interested in something? I don't really have much.
What do you have?
And he kind of points over to a table. There's like a couple swords. I guess mediocre swords for the most part. Just swords, a couple daggers, and what looks to be like maybe like a shitty warhammer.
It's like Riverwood.
Basically.
Sorry, I don't have any armor right now. I do have this helmet though, and he reaches on the wall behind him. Or actually on the seat where he was sitting. He was using it to like boost him up a little bit. And it's kind of flat in the top where it looks like he might have been sitting on it a lot. Like using it as a seat. And it's a nice like plate mail helmet, but it's got like a completely flat head. He's like, I don't know if it'll fit you, but I could probably knock that dent out for you. I don't know how it got there. And he kind of laughs.
You wouldn't happen to have any strong arrows, would you?
Arrows. I don't really work with wood much or arrows. You might check at the general store, but you gotta watch that Vlad there. He's a tricky little fella. He's always beating me at cards. Which are not allowed, by the way. So fuck your guys' deck of cards, by the way.
Oh, did they throw deck of cards on you on the map? And you
Yeah.
couldn't figure out how to fucking delete them?
God damn it, dude.
Yeah.
We
It's,
all go through that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
Thank you, sir. I didn't get your name. What was your name, by the way?
Me? It's Wook.
I did not understand that.
Wook. People just call me Wook.
That's
Wook.
Wookiee.
Yeah, like Wookiee, yeah. But it's mostly Wook. Where'd that come from?
You know, from Star Wars.
Nessa slowly goes back underground. Oh.
Alright. Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm gonna head over to the general store, like you said.
All right. He reaches his hand out to shake your hand and kind of like wipes his hand off a little bit. He's like, do you want to maybe purchase these rings? They're pissing me off.
What are they?
Just damn kids give me these rings and they showed me a little trick where they come apart and I can't seem to get them apart. And he's sitting there pulling them.
What would I roll to see if I could get them apart? A sleight of hand?
I'm going to say this is up to you. Well, it's not up to you to figure out, but like, just roll a d20. I'm not going to
Soon
tell.
discover is just the fact that he has really fat fingers.
Just a flat d20. Yeah, for you, just a flat d20 at this point.
He just has really fat fingers.
And
but-
you are in the same boat that he is in. He can't see. You can't seem to figure out. You pretty much think that he's bullshitting you that they ever came apart.
Okay.
Kill him for that.
Are you interested in buying them? Maybe 2 gold.
2 gold?
Yeah. I just want the frustration off my hand. He's like, all right, 1 gold. You got me.
I can do 2.
Oh, okay. And he gives you the rings. He kind of tosses them to you. He's like, oh, thank you. Oh, I can eat tonight. I'm going to the tavern. I like that plump. I like that plump winch.
Oh God. Her name is Butter. Some people like butter.
All right.
I was gonna name her Chocolate.
Is that good, Jericho? For the most part.
Yeah, I was just gonna go over to the general store and buy some arrows. That was it.
All right, cool. I'll send you over there.
Okay.
Rivdale or Rivdal. I'm sorry, I keep saying it. What is she doing at the apothecary?
Walking in and seeing who's there.
As soon as you walk in, you just hear this voice. Oh, what up, Siri? I'm not talking to you. Stop it.
All right, the power's not being stupid now, so I should be good.
Cool. Rivdal, as soon as you walk in, you hear a voice. What do you want?
Ah.
Looking for Mertoran leaf.
You don't see anybody. You're looking for what?
Mertoran leaf.
Mertoran leaf.
Indeed.
And you see this short little gnome pop up on top of the counter. He jumps up on top of the counter. He's like, oh, okay. Well, why didn't you just say so? Jeez, let me see what I got here. And he starts digging through shit behind the bar. And you see him tossing stuff out. He's like, these bandits been rummaging through my stuff. They've been coming in the walls. I keep telling them that they're digging in. I don't know how they're getting in. I would dig in. If I was going to get in, I would dig in. I would definitely dig in. Wouldn't you dig in? I think I would dig in if you would. Yeah. And he starts running this torn leaf.
I actually agree. I was thinking about that as well. I was thinking about the bandit problem, and I thought they might be coming from underground.
He looks at you weird. He looks at you strange, and he looks at you. He's like, what are you talking about? It doesn't matter. And he starts looking for torn leaf again. He jumps down off the bar, and he runs around, and you see a little flash go by you, and you hear some glass breaking in the back, and he comes back out with a little jar, and it's got leaves in it, but you don't know if these are torn leaves for sure. He's like, I think these are what you're looking for, right? And he kind of holds them up to you, and juggles it around in his hand a little bit. He's like, ooh, look at that. You would be interested in any magic rings by any chance?
I'm not interested in any rings at the moment. Just the leaf, really.
Right.
Can I roll to identify the leaf? And this is something my character is quite familiar with.
Yeah, absolutely. You recognize, even without rolling, you can tell that these look like they might be torn leaf, but they're extremely dried out, like they're dehydrated torn leaf. He's like, may I ask what you're using this for?
You can. I usually smoke it.
That's what I do with it. He's like, all right.
All right, then.
And he runs back behind the counter. He tosses the jar up into your hands excitedly and runs back behind the counter. And you hear what sounds like stairs for some weird reason.
Okay.
And then he comes back about 30 seconds later with this long-ass pipe. Like it reaches like 6 feet across the room and has the tiniest little gnome bowl at the end. He's like, open her up.
All right.
Friend?
Get lit.
Do it. I reach into my pack and I pull out a pipe that's actually looks fairly similar to something you may have seen from a very popular fantasy movie series wielded by one roguish type character.
He's completely puzzled is what you're saying to him right now. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, that was
I know.
That was for you guys. and I mean, it's Aragorn's pipe, but
Yeah.
anyway. So yeah, let's do it.
All right, he pops open the jar. You're immediately hit with the familiar scent of Tormleaf. And he rolls up one, he tears it in half and rolls up one. He's like, here you go, and he hands it to you. And then he runs, he's like, hold this for a second, and hands you the end of his pipe and sprints down to the end of the other end, shoves the leaf end, and then does like a somersault back to the other end. He's, oh yeah, I've been looking for someone to burn down with me. And you just see him flick his fingers, and you see a little puff of smoke come out of the end of his pipe. And he kind of sits there and puffs on like these little gnome puffs, and then just kind of and sits down against the wall and just kind of like relaxes. And he's like, oh, that's good stuff. You want me to light yours for you?
Absolutely, let's do it.
And he does the little finger flick again, and you see a little puff of smoke, and you realize that your Tormleaf is now burning in the end of your bowl.
Sweet.
And he pulls out this little vial, or not even vial, but flask, like gnome-sized flask. And he takes a little swig. He's like, this will make it go down really smooth. And he hands it to you.
All right, sure, I'll take a swig.
I'm going to have to do to roll a con save.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
I do not believe I can be poisoned, if that's anything.
Fair enough.
To be, as an elf. as an elf, I can't be poisoned, so
Sure.
con. Just a con save.
Yeah, it's just a
I
Constitution
just
save.
put Constitution. Yeah, I got you.
You immediately take a little swig of it, and you get more than you think was gonna come out. Like more than you think is even in this thing. Like it's such a tiny little flask. And he's like, "Oh, it's good, isn't it?" And you notice it is really good, and like it goes well with the torm leaf. It mixes well. But you also immediately notice like what you kind of like the room kind of swaying a little bit or moving around and kind of like ebbing and flowing. He's like, "What do you think of that?"
I definitely like it.
And you see him kind of clutch his pant legs a little bit, and he kind of grabs him with his fist and balls up his pant legs, and he's like, "Whoa, geez, it's kicking in strong." He's like, "You might want to hang out here for me for a while until that gets through you."
What was your name? What'd you say your name was?
What did I say my name was? Did I introduce him? I don't believe I did.
Yeah. I'm asking at this point.
Yeah. His name is Pycelle.
Pycelle? Oh, that's gonna be easy to remember.
There you go, chat. If anyone's watching that remembers, Pycelle's coming in.
Awesome.
Dude from
All
Game
right,
of Thrones.
Pycelle.
Hi,
I'll chill
Nick.
out with myself for a little while.
Yeah, you might want to take a seat there before it gets too intense.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting down.
He's like, that lip swart is going to hit you pretty hard.
What did he say it was?
Lip swart.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'm going to move to Skooma.
Hey, kid, wanna buy some
Veckin, I believe, sitting outside in his little shack of depression.
I'm just sitting outside
That's my job.
right now. Stop it, Kenny. Don't be depressed.
More espresso, less depresso.
But
Yeah,
as you're
exactly.
sitting outside, Veckin,
Yep.
what are you doing out there? Just kind of sitting in the grass?
Well, yeah, I was just hanging out, like, thinking about taking a nap, reading a book or something, watching the. Are there any birds around?
You can make a perception if you like.
Sure. As soon as my character sheet. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's so slow. Almost. I think it'd be faster if I just. I don't know.
Do you want me to roll it for you, Veckin?
No, it's here now.
All right.
Jesus, that was
It is here now.
a perception check.
Yes.
All right. I clicked on it. Hopefully, it actually get it.
And there it is. Oh.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
As you look around for some birds, you do hear some birds in the bushes and trees around you. You can't actually physically see any of them. As you spin around and look around, he says, you see that grisly face of that same individual that was trying to get you to sign the contract before. Hey, oi! You changed your mind? Knife ears.
What do you call me?
Knife ears.
Knife ears.
Change your knife, Veckin. Knife ears. Huh?
Those dagger ears.
Nope.
Well, you don't honor the contract. I'm fine with that. He's like, but if your friends vouch for you and they're signed to the contract, he's like, you won't be entitled to the reward. He's like, but I'll let you come into the town to stay for the night. I'm not going to have you another dead body on my hands, as long as you promise not to cause any trouble.
I don't even want the money. I just want to, do stuff.
Well, all right then. And he kind of throws down a little rope ladder next to the tower, and he's like, can you think you can climb that? I don't feel like opening the damn. I don't feel like opening the damn door again. And he just walks off.
You said there are birds around now. I don't see them though.
Yeah, in the bushes and stuff. Like I guess you would consider like these over here. They're deaf. You can hear tweeting and stuff like that, but not a lot. Not a lot.
Okay. I do. Since I do speak Orin, I want to ask them if they've seen about any of these masked dudes.
Okay, absolutely.
Have seen anything like that?
Yeah. So I guess you go over up to one of the bushes where you hear most of them, And what do you say to these?
Like Bird Bros, have you guys seen anything mysterious going on in this town other than the regular stuff?
At first, you just hear chirp, 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 and then slowly it starts to form into some type of like recognizable language, and they say, "What's he doing? Man, he's a funny looking one." And you hear, "Yeah, I know. What's his problem? Is he talking to us? I think he might be talking to us." And you just hear a lot of them talking in the bush. It sounds about 3 of them or whatever.
Yeah, dudes, I can totally hear you.
And you can hear, maybe we should whisper. I think he can understand us. Like, yeah.
I can still hear you.
And then you see one of them fly off out of the bush, up through the air, and then another one kind of hops forward to the edge of the bush where you can see him, but he doesn't think you can. He says, "What are we gonna do?"
Dude, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to ask you a question.
And you hear one of them say, Food. If you want to help us.
Do I have food on me?
Question for food.
Fair enough.
Birds.
Sounds like road trading.
It sounds like the freaking birds from Dark Souls.
And then you
That's
hear,
what I was thinking.
you see a flock of them fly, and they're all just like, mine.
Silky, silky.
Do I have any food on me, though?
I mean, you would probably have basic rations or whatever you got from the dog meat. I don't think you got any of the dog meat, though.
I wasn't even there for that.
Yeah, you have basic rations, about 5, which are 5 rations is about 1 day's worth.
What's in a ration?
You have berries, a mix of berries, meat, and like cheese, I believe.
All right. What do you guys like? I got like berries and stuff.
Berries, yeah, berries. Where? Yeah, show us the berries.
I'll take out a few, like here.
Throw them in the bush. Yeah, throw them in the bush.
2 now, 2 after you answer me.
What do we do? Deal. Yeah. Deal.
All right. I'll throw them in. 2 of them.
And you hear the fluttering around in the bush. You hear, I haven't had berries in forever. Berries are good. Berries are great. What do you want to know? More berries. We'll tell you.
Have you seen any? Oh shoot! Do I know what these guys look like? I guess. Not.
He described them a little bit.
Well, they like hooded figures.
Yep.
Have you guys seen these hooded figures like coming in and out of this town? Raiding the place?
Yeah. You mean the dark ones that come at night?
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
That sounds like them.
Yeah, we've seen them, but I'm not going to tell you any more about them. Like,
Why
I don't want them. They might kill us. They try to eat us all the time.
Oh, well, that's what me and my buddies are here for, is to kill them.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck. Can we have some more berries?
If
You little bastards.
If you tell me how they get into town, I'll give you.
Give it smooth.
I'll give you 5 berries.
Pickled pea,
Oh, 5 berries. Oh. And you look at them like, don't do it. Don't tell them. Like, but they're 5 berries. We can split them. Tail's already left.
Yeah, 2 of you, 5 berries.
Oh, all right, but. And you see one come up to the edge of the bush. He's like, "Can you get in here with us?"
The bush?
Yeah, they're asking you to come in the bush.
I'll climb in the bush.
It's tough to get in there. You might have to like tear a little bit up. They're like, "Be careful! Don't make too big of a hole. Just crawl on the ground. Crawl on the ground."
Like, crawl underneath it in
right.
kind of.
You get about halfway into the bush, and eventually you start to realize that they're leading you to a little depression in the ground. And they're like, "There, you see it? You see the hole?"
They're digging their way. Huh? They're digging their way in.
You don't really see a hole. You just see like a depression. Like it just looks like a dip in the ground, probably about 2 feet down in the center where the bush is. You see? That's where they get in at.
Or crawl into this little depression.
As you step into it, I need you to roll an acrobatics check. Or acrobatics save.
Right.
Acrobatics save. Or
Acrobatics.
just roll acrobatics. Just roll
Just
for
roll
acrobatics.
acrobatics?
Yeah.
Give me something good. Give me something good. That's not good.
No. You immediately sink into the ground. What appeared to be just dirt or whatever was just piled up leaves and sticks and different assortments. And you hear the birds being like, "No, our berries!" and then you slide down the hole, and you fall pretty far,
Okay.
it's about 15 feet, and you take
Okay.
5 fall damage as you
Oof.
fall, land hard on the bottom of this very dark hole. You can see about, you can obviously can see, but it's very pitch black. The
I
the
got
quick
dark vision.
adjustment, I know you do, but the quick adjustment from
Okay.
being able to be in the light and then having to adjust to the dark really quick kind of blinded you.
Okay.
Now that you've landed on your butt. You've taken a little bit of damage. Your arm
Ugh.
is a little bit jacked up. You think you might have like either temporarily dislocated your arm, or something, but it doesn't feel right. And then your vision starts to come to you, and you see a tunnel that leads straight off in front of you.
Cool. All right.
Obviously, it leads that direction.
Okay. Cool. Can I call the birds down? Like, dudes, come and get your berries.
Just can you toss them up?
It'd be you'll. I
Wait,
don't know
he
if I
said-
can make it. My arm's kind of messed up.
Fine. And he's like, Wisp, you go down. And you hear this other little bird flutter down, and you realize when it lands, you've seen one of these birds before, not alive, but you've seen Bardag have one attached to his side that was cooked. It's a very
Oh,
ugly looking
God.
bird.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm just saying you're familiar with this type of bird. As it
Yeah.
lands
What
there,
did we call them?
it's like, give me the berries. Give them to me. And it kind of holds out, like it opens up its beak. And it's like, drop them in.
Just dropping the berries.
As you start dropping them in, the other one comes down and lands on top of the other one. He's like, you think you're going to get all the berries? Little bastard. And he's like, get me berries. And they start fighting over the berries. And they kind of fluttering. And then they fly out.
Quick, throw them, break their necks. They're really good.
I can't do it. They gave me too much good information.
And they fly out.
Yeah,
And
but
they're
now
like,
you don't need them.
you hear them kind of chuckling as they fly out of the hole. And they flutter out of the hole. And you're just like, hey, good luck.
All right. Then I guess I'll take a hand axe with my not jacked up arm and start walking down this tunnel.
All right. You have to crawl. It's not.
Crawl? Okay.
Yeah, it's probably only about 3 feet high. In some places, even lower, to where you almost have to get down like on your tummy to like slide through. It's
Okay.
about a 40-foot tunnel, I believe, something like that. Yeah, that seems about right. Are you gonna keep going through it?
Yeah, I'll go through as far as I can.
All right, I'm gonna jump to someone else. I'm gonna put you about halfway
yeah,
through it.
yeah.
And I'm gonna jump to someone else. You're about right here, I guess, underground right now.
Okay.
So that should make what's his name? Happy.
The dude, yeah, I better be.
Yeah.
I just found the tunnel into the place, so.
Man, I'm gonna.
Up and you might be good.
Wait, what the hell did I? That's my bad, guys.
Apparently the
Oh,
blacksmith.
Gustav. Gustav Kane. Sorry, guys. All right. I believe it's going to be on Nessus. I'll do Duncan Idaho first. Are you? Where are you? What do you want to do? Are you still talking to the dwarf, or are you heading somewhere else?
I finished talking to the dwarf.
Okay.
I'm still over there by the well.
Yes.
Oh shit, my phone's about to die. Awesome.
So what's A4 and A6?
A4 is the stables, the rundown like stables that isn't in use anymore.
Fucking goddamn.
And little A6 is what I'll refer to it as, is the small like food shop or whatever.
Okay. What's an A10?
A10 is what looks to be an abandoned house.
I'm gonna go investigate the abandoned house.
It is completely locked up and boarded up. You hear a voice, familiar voice from Gustav behind you. He's like, "What are you trying to do? You haven't completed the mission yet. The house is only available after you complete the mission."
Oh, this is the house. Okay. I was
Indeed.
waiting for my allies to come meet me back here, and I was seeing what the buildings around town were.
I'd give you the tour right now, but I don't have the key. You might have to talk to the tavern owner for that.
That's fine. I can wait till we finish the mission.
I'd be much obliged.
Thank you for your time.
And he walks back in his little silo.
I'm gonna go to the blacksmith now, I guess.
Okay. As you walk in there, he's sitting there, kind of like kicking at the dirt a little bit. He's like, "Mrr." He's kind of mumbling to himself. And you kind of overhear what a little bit. He's like, "I shouldn't give those rings away, man. I got nothing to do now."
Hey, sir.
Ah, hey, another stranger. What's going on here? Where are you all coming from today?
We're part of a group. We're here to try to protect the town a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, then the last one didn't tell me that.
Oh.
Your elf friend didn't tell me that. I sold him a magic ring, but if he would have told me that, I would have told him he had a choice at any of my wares in here. And he points to the table of kind of ramshackle weapons. He's like, if you're interested, go ahead and take what you want. If you're gonna stop the damn bandits.
I've already got this. I'm gonna show my presumably magically enchanted glaive that I haven't figured out the enchantment for yet.
He's very impressed. He kind of is like, oh, that's nice. He's like, oh, where'd you find such craftsmanship and forged?
I also don't remember. I've had it for almost all my life.
Well, I'd may I hold it? He kind of stutters
sure.
a little bit.
I know it's made by dwarves because it was given to me by my
He is a dwarf,
parents.
so he's like, I can tell it's dwarven craftsmanship. I can tell it already.
My parents were dwarves.
And he looks it over. He's like, that's quite fine. He kind of spins it around a little bit, thrusts it around. I like that. He's like, are you skilled with dwarven weapon?
Oh, the double echo.
I never tried dwarven weapon. I know it's made by dwarves, but it's not made using dwarven steel or dwarven metals. So I never had a chance to use dwarven weaponry.
Well, this is very nice, well made. And he says, in dwarven, he says, much honor goes with this weapon in dwarven to you.
I respond back, thank you, inside dwarven.
He's like, but tell your friends if there's any other ones. I assume you came with a small detachment of soldiers. He's like, tell them they're more than welcome to my wares.
You said something about some rings. I heard you mumble.
Yeah, your friend before bought my magic rings. I was just reminiscing. I thought maybe I'd figured them out, but no big deal really. I can get more from the damn little gnome over at the apothecary.
That makes sense.
Indeed. Well, thanks for stopping in. And he goes back over
No problem.
to his table and kind of looks his wares over, a little bit disappointed that you didn't take anything.
Oh, and what does he have there exactly?
Just a couple short swords, daggers, and then that shitty ass warhammer, as best as you can describe. Like, and the helmet. Obviously, the helmet. I'm sure.
I have all like split mail, so I don't need anything better than split mail.
All right. Fair enough. I'm going to do the tavern now. Well, let me finish up with Jericho and Tack real quick. Tack is probably on his way out as Jericho's in. As you walk in, Jericho, I assume you're looking for arrows.
Oh yeah.
You come in, Tack's coming out, dragging this log. The guy from the guy is like, "Oh, how's it going, eh? Another stranger. Are you with your friend, your little cat friend over there, huh, Tack?"
Yeah.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Looking for food and arrows.
Well, we ain't got any food. You might check the tavern, but it's pretty pricey. Food around here doesn't come cheap without bandits, you know. And as far as arrows go, I might have what you're looking for. And he pulls out a quiver that's about half full. It's got about 8 arrows in it. They got black and white feathers. They look pretty well craftsmanship. He's like, hey, this be something you might be interested in trading for? Or even got some gold, maybe?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What do you want to? Do you got a trade or you got gold there?
How much gold would it?
It's 120 gold.
For 8 arrows?
You can see these are very well crafted, and you get the quiver with them too, which is very very good craftsmanship. I like the leather work done on this quiver, and he starts talking about the quiver and that the arrows are in.
This is not a game. Are they upgraded arrows?
He lets you look at them. As far as you can tell, they look like pretty normal arrows from just looking from basic inspection.
How about a gem?
A gem?
Yeah.
What do you mean, a gem? Trade for a gem?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What type of gems do you have? I haven't seen a gem come through for a while.
I'm just gonna sleight of hand tear a patch off for a gem. Throw it on the table.
Okay. Do you have the gems or do you have the coffer?
You gave me 5 gems in place of the coffee.
All right, Roger that. I just want to make sure. Okay, he says, yeah. That's a deal. You got yourself a deal. Absolutely. He grabs the gem. What type of gem is it?
It just says gems in the thing.
All right, we'll just say ruby for posterity's sake. He's like, this is quite nice. He's like, he looks it over and examines it a little bit. He's like, smacks it on the table. He's like, looks good to me. And he pockets it. And he gives you the quiver. He's like, there you go. Some of the finest made arrows. And all of Ailedale. The only arrows, in fact.
Tear slowly runs down his face.
Are those just like normal arrows?
You looking him over. If you want to roll an investigate or investigate would work.
That is a not one.
Yeah, they actually look like they are better arrows. They look like they're like, you're like, are these broad tips? These are gonna tear up some motherfucking people. These are the best fucking arrows I've ever had. You literally think, like, he talked them up so well, he convinced you, he sold you on these fucking arrows. One of these arrows could kill 10 people. It just keeps going. You think that you can just keep going.
Arrow.
It's a quality arrow.
Yondu arrows.
And you believe that. You wholeheartedly believe these arrows. And you're like, this quiver's fucking nice, too. Who was that? Oh, Bardag's back. Okay.
Wow.
I was like, I thought that sounded like John, but I was like, I wasn't sure.
Right?
What else is in there? Like, what else does he have?
He's like,
More
what else you
arrows.
looking for? He's like, it's pretty jumbled in here right now with all the bandits running around. I can't like to leave stuff just laying out. You tell me what you need, and I'll go grab it.
What do I need?
I don't know. You tell me.
I had something I was trying to buy, and I completely forgot the name of it, so I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go look it up.
Okay. Kind of looks a little bit puzzled, but says, all right then. All right, we're going to the tavern. I'm going to switch maps. Some of you are going to come along, even though you're not technically in the tavern. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody that wants to come to the tavern, Tack, you can come too if you want.
Yeah.
Am I around somewhere?
Yeah, absolutely. If you just arrived at the town, Bardag, I'll go ahead and take care of you real quick. As you get to the town, they say, "Oi, what are you doing here?" And you see on one of the other side, he's like, I think it's another one of those members. I think they said they had another one coming, didn't they?
I did.
I think we should let him in. He looks pretty scary. And he's like, oh, but I don't want to piss off Gustav. Are you,
yeah, I am.
Are you with those?
You probably shouldn't.
Are you with that other party?
Yes.
That doesn't sound like that was John.
That was John.
Okay. They say, all right then.
Well, it was.
Do you know the cat man and the dragon lady?
Dragon who?
Oh. Dragon dude.
Man.
Dragon man. I'm sorry. Damn it.
I'm hurt.
He says, oh, do you remember them, Bardag? Bardag died. They let him in, even with his silent treatment. And he wounds up in the tavern, as any good barbarian should. That being said, we are going to the tavern, ladies and gentlemen.
So, Brock, before I went in the tavern, I was gonna basically just on my turn go around and divvy up the gold to each person that I've been collecting from the stuff. So each person would get 6.8 gold.
All right, we'll round up for posterity's sake and say 7 gold if anybody wants it.
Thanks.
So 7 gold across the board.
Yeah, so everyone got 7 gold from all this stuff I just sold and from the money that guy had on him.
Now we go to the tavern.
Hey, backwards
Okay,
guy.
so now I'm up to 67 gold.
I'm up to 125.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta go back to the other map. And
That's 7 gold is gonna buy me a wench for the night.
Hey, backwards cat.
Actually, I need to do Vekin. He's under the ground right now.
Yeah,
My name's
I'm in
Tack.
the tunnel right
Want some more Torin leaf?
I'll see you guys later.
You're out, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off.
All right. Sounds good.
See you guys.
Later, bud.
Well, bye now.
Later.
now. Bye, Kenny.
All right. That being said, Kenny pieces out. He can't seem to. Yeah, Bardag.
Hold on, my computer just shit itself. Give me a moment.
That's fine.
I kind of
Thank you.
checked up on you, and I saw you were in the city, so I put some clothes on. I wanted to speak to the smith at some point, whenever a chance is given.
All right. They let you into the city, but you're immediately assaulted, or not assaulted, but assailed with this big burly fellow named Gustav.
Assaulted?
Not assaulted. Not assaulted. He just kind of like confronts you. He's like,
Yeah, that's...
"Are you with the other party? Nessus?"
Yeah.
And,
yeah, I'll go with them.
and the Catman? Yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll
then
just go
sign
with
this if you're with them. If you're completing the mission, I need you to sign this contract.
Don't do it. It's evil.
What does the contract say?
It just says for 750 gold and a residence inside of Ailedale that you guys agree to eliminate the bandit threat that the town's having to deal with right now. And he says, I just need your mark. If you're with the rest of your group, they all signed it.
Alright.
Well,
I don't put marks. I write my name. So I'm
Do-
gonna write my full name
That works for
on
me.
the document or on the contract.
That sounds good to me. He rolls it up, stuffs it in his like,
Alright, so we're
oh, John.
I think you crashed again, John. I said, I think you crashed. Okay, maybe not.
no. I just stopped moving.
You guys are now officially in the John is not. He's gonna go to the blacksmith here in a second, but you have to walk around town and find it a little bit. But the rest of you are officially now inside of the tavern, and this is kind of where you guys have just walked in. As you guys walk in, you can see all the tables. You can see some of the people inside. You see two pugilist type men punching each other in front of the fire as one of the waitresses watch. You see another what looks to be like a drunk old man sitting at the table directly in front as you walk in. You got yourself a jester up on the stage doing some juggling. You got another winch just kind of waiting for orders. You got just looks like a commoner or a worker, maybe even one of the guards sitting across in just a single chair watching the things going on. There's a few other patrons across the bar sitting at a round table, and you see the bartender behind the bar cleaning glasses and pewter mugs. You guys are more than welcome to spread out and do whatever you want oh, I gotta move you to the map, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Boom.
Just me.
There you go.
Whoa!
Oh, hell yeah, there's a bard. Right there. I'm gonna listen to him.
Where's my
Or the-
busty wench?
That would be the one standing by herself, not the one in front of the fighters, but the one in the maid outfit with the red hair. Well, they both have red hair, but the one that's... I'll move her around for it. She's right here.
I'm not talking the BBW one. I'm talking the elf one.
Oh, this is the elf one over here.
old
She's
lady?
she's watching the other two fighting. Yeah, the old elf lady. She's watching the two pugilists fight each other.
Dude,
Where's the bard?
I'd much rather do that than the BBW. No offense
Uh,
to anybody.
all right.
You're gonna break your hip.
Duncan, Idaho, and Vekin immediately start watching the jester do his thing. He immediately pulls out a couple rings and pulls them apart and shows everybody that they're full rings, and then slowly puts them back together in his hand. You're like, well, shit.
No background.
I refuse to watch the jester.
Vekin, I realize that you're still out in the tunnel, bud. I'll hook you up.
It's all cool. I'm moving myself out.
Ness is. Oh, you're getting out, Veckin?
Yeah, I'm moving myself out to show him I'm not in there.
Roger that. Nessus immediately moves over to the bar where the bartender's cleaning his mugs and stuff like that and takes a seat, I suppose, at the bar.
Oh yeah, like a big old loud heavy thud to the chair.
Boom. The bartender sitting across the bar is this big, burly, back hair, bald-headed, nasty-looking guy, and he looks at you and says, "Ugh, what can I do for ya?"
Your strongest as I place down 1 gold.
All right, that's what I like to see around here. Welcome to the Lost Key. And he goes over and starts pouring some of his strongest. He's like, "This is some of the best we make here. It's kind of the only we make here." He mumbles under his breath.
A tear runs down his hairy face.
I'm going to help Veckin out of the tunnel for a second, guys, real quick, because I left him out there. Veckin, as you're traveling through the tunnel, you come to the end of it, and there's a tiny little hole about 2 feet by 2 feet. It's round, and you do you want to go through it? You see some light coming down from above.
Yeah, let's do this.
As you stick your head through it, you immediately look around, and as you look up, I think you're intelligent enough to realize that like you seem to be in some type of well.
15, yeah.
So, do you want to keep going into the well?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you slip in, and you're about 15 to 20 feet down inside this well.
Is there water in it?
There is no water. It's dry as a bone.
Is there any?
All right. Well, I'm gonna head off for the night, guys.
All right. Later, Draenor.
See ya.
Draenor immediately finds that there is a nice old elf lady working there, and he tries to hit on her. Kind of gets shut down a little bit. She's like, "I think I'm a bit old for you," and then he retires to one of the back VIP rooms for the night.
By old elf lady, what do we mean by old?
We're talking like
This
four or
bitch
five.
probably 300 years old.
Yeah, 400 or 500 years old.
500?
Yeah, she's put some time in.
Wow.
Damn.
She's a half elf too. She's half elf, by the way, too. Yeah.
No, half elves only live a little, like to 120, I believe.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So she's probably only
So
about.
she's wicked old.
Yeah, she's probably only
Yeah.
maybe
She's like
100,
impossibly old.
170. I'd say she's pushing end of life.
It's a good thing she
But
rejected
she's
him, 'cause
but
he
she's
would've
that
destroyed her.
good, so you know
Yeah.
they still keep her around.
Exactly. But yeah, Veckin, if you want to decide, just jump in and tell me what you want to do. You're right now. You're at the bottom of that well, though.
I'm just gonna look around for a way to get out of the well, like climb up.
Up is the only way, as far as you can tell, that's out. Like you can get
Climb
out.
down.
Yeah, there's no down. It's just dirt.
There's there's stones a way to climb up or a ladder.
I mean, you can try. There's definitely cobblestone. The well's built out of cobblestone, so you can definitely like put your fingers inside, like not inside the bricks, but on them, and try to pull yourself up. It's gonna take like, probably about 2. I'd say you could probably roll athletics and maybe try to do like a jump back and forth kind of thing. But that's a little more risky, or you can do athletics and climb out. If you do athletics, you climb out. But if you do
I'll go acrobatics.
all right, give me a 2 acrobatics rolls back to back.
All right.
While he's trying to jump out of this well, the bartender comes over to you guys. "Oh, we got a bunch of strangers in town, don't we?" He's like, "I'll go ahead and get you both one for that gold." He's like, "You can both have a mug," and he immediately goes and gets another one and sets another one down right next to you where Rivdal is sitting. He's like, "Here you go. Don't get many dragon folk around here." He's like, "Are you all here to help with our bandit problem?" I forgot he had a high-pitched one. "Well, then I just want to let you guys know that for the time being, until you're able to handle these bandits, if you guys need a place to stay, we got plenty of vacancies upstairs. I already give one room to your other dragon fella."
Must have got shut down by the old hag.
"Yeah, she doesn't really put out for dragon types.
So she's racist.
But everyone's got a price." And he kind of winks at you.
I'm sorry, I'm not gay.
He's like, gives you a shakes his head. He's like, I'm not either. I don't know why made you think that. Vekin, as you go to jump
I
up,
just take down that shot hard, like take it down, smack the glass down.
he immediately goes back and starts to fill another one for you. He keeps him coming. He's pretty happy that there's help. It seems like everyone in the town is pretty happy that you're here, so you're getting a lot of red carpet service right now. He took your first gold, but it looks like after that, he's probably going to start giving you what you want. You just have to ask.
Sweet.
You try to jump out, Vekin. Your first one is somewhat successful. You slide down a little bit, and as you slide down, when you go to push off onto the next one, you don't find a grip, and you fall back down, and this time, you actually really hurt your arm.
Uh-oh. Okay. That sucks.
And you take another 5 damage, and your arm actually snaps, and you're looking at like some serious compound fracture going on right now.
I actually am gonna clock out too. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to bed. I'm tired.
All right, this is probably where we'll probably be wrapping up here soon for the most part.
All right.
Now that we're in the tavern, so this is a good time for anybody to leave if you have to leave, but we'll probably be done in the next 15-30, I'd say. For the most part. Cheers, though. Thanks for coming in, Little Dino. So yeah, Little Dino slams down a couple more as she's sitting at the bar and gets a confirmation of one of the rooms upstairs for purposes of it's getting late, obviously. Duncan Idaho immediately approaches the bar, comes up and has a seat, and he looks at you, he's like, "You with the party helping us, fella?"
Yes, I am.
Well, drinks on the house. I mean, to an extent. I mean, you look like you can handle your liquor. And he winks at you. Again, very strangely. Vekin, what are you going to do, bud, now that you're down the bottom of the hole with a fractured fucking arm?
Yell up to whoever's up there. Just like, hi!
Okay.
Bitches.
Give me a, let's do a performance on your yell.
Where's this well at?
It's right in front of the tavern, actually. You guys saw it. You were walking around it for the most part.
Oh, that's
I gave it a white birth.
Because like.
Holy shit, Vekin. You.
So, like.
Oh yeah, Bardag is outside.
Close is...
Roll a perception, Bardag.
Yeah. So I might hear.
I'll let you roll a perception.
Right.
But he's not doing a very good job yelling. He's like, "Ow, hey, hey, everyone." Even with his wimpy ass yells, sorry, Vekin, but that was a pretty piss poor performance, even with advantage. Bardag recognizes that familiar voice. He's like, "Vekin?" And you don't know where it's specifically coming from, but you start going towards the well. And as you get closer, it starts to get more familiar, more familiar.
I'm gonna yell for him.
Okay, Vekin, you can hear Bardag up above yelling. You can hear some voice yelling your name. And,
I'm in the well.
And eventually, you guys, just by the location of the yelling, you can come to the point to where you realize that Vekin is in the bottom of the well. Bardag.
How in the hell did you get down in the well?
I found a hole outside in a bush. I think it's where the bandits are getting in.
Well, can you not go back out the same hole?
No, I kind of fucked up my arm. Yeah.
Are you well enough to climb a rope?
He is not. He is tremendously injured right now.
Are you well enough to hold on? Are you well enough to hold on to a rope while I pull you up?
How about you just like rope down a health potion and I'll just chill out in this well for a while. Well, they're gonna come back.
Not a terrible idea though.
I don't have a health potion.
Well, just something so I can heal myself. I have.
I don't know where anyone else is. I'm going.
He doesn't know where anybody else
so
is.
I'm gonna throw down the rope, and I'm gonna tell you What? What?
Like I can't do crap on that hero. I have very little health left.
I mean, you could just take a short rest.
True, I'll probably do that one.
Can you tie the rope around your waist?
Dude, I cannot move my arm and it's broken. I got one useful arm.
You can use one useful arm to try to tie the rope around you if you want to roll for it. I would say based upon.
I kind of do want to stay. I think I'll just take the rest and stay down here. That way, if somebody comes, I can just scream.
Are you gonna stay down there and not tie the rope, or are you gonna try to tie the rope? I'm just.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay down here.
It's probably nice and cool down there.
Probably.
He tells you he's just gonna stay down there, Bardog, or Bardag.
Yeah. Tell the others that way. I told you.
Alright, you stay down there. I'm gonna go see the Forge Master. I'll be back in like an hour.
Oh, one more thing. Check the bushes outside.
Where?
Oh, out front.
Just talk to the birds.
Well, a little birdie told me.
Bardag.
Do you have a direction?
Bardag, are you leaning over talking to him in the well?
Yeah.
I need you. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Just a straight d20.
Okay.
You notice as you're leaning over talking to him, you almost knocked one of the bricks of the top, the cobblestone, are kind of loose, and you almost knocked one down. Some of the rocks, like the crumbs, the little pebbles kind of fall down, and they rain down on you, Vecca, and you're fine. They don't hurt you, but Bardag, you do notice immediately that like you almost just chucked like about a 12-pound brick down in the hole accidentally by bumping into it. You notice that this well is not well constructed.
Can you not? Like, kill me?
You don't know this.
Right,
you
so
can't
I'm
tell this.
probably
You
not
just
gonna
know.
try and bury him alive.
You just might want to be a little careful if you're leaning over the well, yelling down to him is all. It's not well constructed, and it hasn't had water in it in a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna chuck bump this well. Bardag, tell everybody what's going on. I'm gonna sit down here, axe in my hand, just wait for somebody to come back through this hole.
Fair enough.
Did Gustav party was?
Gustav what?
Alright, so tell me where the rest of the party was.
He has no
I
idea.
have no idea. I didn't sign that contract and they kicked me out.
I'm sorry, this is just a funny encounter.
They don't like the match?
At this point, I'm gonna have to say the guards are they yell down to Bardag. They're like, "Hey, you, big fella, what are you doing in our well?"
Just talking to the well.
Tell the guards what's going on.
It's not what am I doing in the well, it's what is he doing in the well.
No, John, goddamn it.
What are you talking about? What are you going on about, you big dumb ape? It's an empty well. It's been dry for years.
These
Tell
kennels are
him
stupid.
we're drunk.
Veckin, did you Eric? Eric, did you just whisper something up to me?
Yeah, I'm telling you, do not tell him.
I don't know. I've been in the tavern a little bit this evening. I must be hearing.
Is that what you yell at the guard?
Yeah.
All right. The guard's like, "Well, save a few for me then, you big dumb ape." He's very insulting, but it seems like a term of endearment almost. And then you see the more feminine one up on the wall. He says, "Yeah, save a few for me too."
Well, the sad thing is, I actually took it as a term of endearment, so.
Awesome. Perfect. That's how it was meant. Or at least seems like
We
that.
meant it.
Yeah.
Alright, so. I'm going to try and like not bringing attention to myself, just kind of use the echoes to let him know I'll be back in like a half an hour.
You can actually use your language that you guys all have, which is the Dawn Claw language.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you give him a little hand gesture. He hand gestures
So
back
I'm-
to you. You guys are going like,
Flashing gang signs.
yeah, flashing gang signs.
Dude, your camera's black for me. I see nothing.
Hey, Brock.
Yeah.
My guys go ahead and just get a room, then we'll get off.
All right, that's fine.
See you guys.
Later.
Alright.
See you, Joey.